This segment is sponsored by The Favorite Yoga Chef. We have an inspiring story and a great recipe for you from a certified hot yoga teacher who entered the Favorite Chef competition this past March.
That's right, and that recipe of the day comes from her third book, The Favorite Yoga Chef Cookbook. Patricia, Gavin, welcome to Great Day Washington. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. Well, tell us your journey. It's very inspiring. You were a hot yoga teacher. You entered the competition. Tell us all about that.
I entered the competition in March, and we had a challenge with King Hawaiian bread.
Oh, I love those.
Okay, a good starter.
So the whole month of April, we cooked with that product and then made different things. So I made everything from candy bars to soups with it, to crackers, to gazpacho soup.
Wow.
So that was part of the initiation. We had also the Zoom cooking, cooking segments that we went through, cooking classes online with the chefs, Carla Hall, Aaron Sanchez, and Andrew Zimmer.
Oh wow. So that's how you were getting kind of...
Yeah, we were. They really coached us through the whole process, and it was 9 weeks. It was long, and we were raising money for James Beard Foundation, which is a culinary foundation for the industry.
Yeah.
Wow. I know you've learned so much. You're here to cook for us today as well. What are we making today?
So we're making vegetarian crab cakes, which are made with hearts of palm. You can basically see they're kind of, not too...
Yes, I'm vegetarian.
So not too long. Great. So they're just, cut into small pieces.
That's
and then
fascinating.
You mix them with cannelli beans, which is here. So you see, basically they're the binding.
Yes.
And then you add a little bit of lemon, and you add your ingredients, mixed up, and then make them into patties, panko.
Oh, on the
They don't
outside.
have egg. That's the nice part about it.
Yeah.
So they don't include egg. So you panko and then you fry. And then after you fry, you have, it in the oven.
Beautiful.
Have them in the oven for a little while.
Beautiful. And what did you serve that with?
So that's Philadelphia cream cheese with corn, which is just drained, and some jalapeno.
You're speaking to my Midwest heart right there.
There you go. So corn and crab cakes kind of go together. And then the biscotti was a signature dish that I worked on during the competition. And then also we made a batano mix, which is basically seeds and popcorn with Old Bay.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little, twist on popcorn, like Cracker Jacks, but without.
It seems very Maryland influenced.
Yes,
Was it crab cakes? Vegetarian
so
style.
my family was from the Eastern Shore. So
Okay. So did you grow up with Old Bay and the seasonings?
Yes, and crabbing on the Chesapeake. So this is a little bit of an alternative for those who have allergies. And then also it's not quite as expensive as crab. I think a can of cannelli beans is like $2.
Wow.
Right.
So we're on a budget.
Affordable and delicious, and look just how wonderful that looks.
Thank you.
All right. So your book is coming out.
Yes.
What will people find in your new cookbook?
Well, this recipe will be in there, and then the recipes that I developed going through with King Hawaiian bread with Aloha Challenge will be in the book. The book is just The Favorite Yoga Chef. It's kind of take on The Favorite Chef competition. So it'll be out in July on Kindle. And then hopefully a hard copy in the fall.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's really so busy. Are you still teaching yoga classes?
I am. I teach at Area Medi Spa and also at Army Navy Country Club. So they were great supporters during the competition because we had a social media component where people had to vote. So that was helpful.
Yes. Get that boost.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So they were
really
they were great supporters, students and faculty alike.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being here and
you.
sharing. This is an inspiring story. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You can pre-order Patricia's new cookbook by emailing her at faveyogachef@gmail.com.